Hey guys, welcome back to Contradiction. So, I'm trying to. When we left off, we asked everyone about the scrying mirror. I want to try using things more. It occurred to me when I was editing that like I haven't clicked these things. I think it just means in this setting that we're in, but I'm still gonna click on it in case like he learns something by trying to use it. Okay, no use for that, which I assume is the same for the mask. Wherever that is. Y'all know I'm great at reading when I'm anxious. And low key, where is it? Oh, here it is. Where would I be able to use that? That's so interesting that I can use it in a location. Huh. I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna do it. As tempted as I am. Huh. Because I haven't really tried to do that part of things. But then again, like, why would I possibly be able to use that here? I don't know. A screwdriver, I mean, not a lot of this is exciting. We already used those and they're red, so maybe that's not even possible. But then that does imply there's some place to use the mask. And maybe there's some place to use the poster too? Which is just bizarre. I don't know. But I am patrolling because last time we didn't do that enough. I mean, there's nothing that I would need a mask or a poster for here. I don't know. I don't want to use a hint. That's why I'm hesitant to be asking for those kinds of things. We already tried this, I think, at 6. But I might as well go in there and fucking use the mask, because what if it's funny? If I were them, I'd have a funny thing in here of Jenks using that damn mask in a really inappropriate place. That's what I crave. It be here? That's not real. Okay, nothing there, nothing for the mask, and nothing for the poster. Okay, that's entirely to be expected. I don't know why. It's just a weird hunch I'm having. And we tried the door this hour. I'm not gonna try that. Which means I really don't know. Unless there's a contradiction knocking about. But the chief would give me hints as well. Unless I'm supposed to call him. Let's check it. Yeah. Huh. Which means probably there just is a contradiction already. But I'm trying to figure out what could possibly be. Oops, that's not the right way to go at all. Now it's this way. I guess I'll keep up with my little walkie poo. Just in case there's something worth finding around these parts. I guess there's not. But also gives me time to think. We went back there. We still need a flashlight for what's back here too. But that's not something that I have figured out. This has always been the same. I've made this walk so many times. And there's nothing I could use here either. The key was for the pub and everything else is not gonna matter. We went to the farm. I feel like there's maybe a contradiction on him because he's new. Or, no, wait. No, it must be him because we got one on everybody else, huh? We got one for Emma, we got one for Pub Lady, and for Simon. Okay. Maybe I will call the chief. For content's sake, but I'm pretty sure it's this guy. If this is too hinty, I'll stop doing it, though. The last one was, I just didn't catch it. No.
Hello,
Yes.
Jenks?
Yeah, Chief, I had a confession from Emma Bowman. It turns out she was arguing with Kate last Friday outside the pub. Kate broke the window. That's what the money was for.
What were they arguing about?
Money. Emma says she'd lent some to Kate, but Kate hadn't paid it back.
So Kate had money problems, so she broke a window and then paid Rebecca back for it. Something doesn't add up there, Jenks.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
Okay.
See,
Speak later, Chief.
Bye.
I feel like I caught that. The problem is they have divisive like stories, right? Because the money problem is an Emma problem, but the window breakage is a Rebecca problem. So I'm not quite getting how I can use each other's testimony against them, you know? I'll try both though. That was very hinty as well. I think I'm done with that shit. If it says call the chief, it just means there's a contradiction, because that's what it's gonna say now. Yep. Okay.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
So, okay. So, Black Scrying Mirror. She's never seen that. Ryan designed the poster, that's nothing. We've already tried a lot of these as well. Heard an argument, the window was broke, taped over the window. She's strict about clients. But she never said that Rebecca was in need of, or yeah, she never said she was in need of money. So that doesn't help so much. Huh. Yeah, right. And she will not give me that license thing, no matter how hard I try. Positively devastating, but it's fine. Yeah, because she doesn't know about the money. Alright,
Thank you.
never
Probably
mind.
be back later.
I troubled you, and I didn't have to. Okay. Then down the lane, we'll go to Emma's place. It must be Emma. And I've tried that before too with the like, she didn't have the money, but she did
A few more questions,
like,
if you don't mind.
buy a bunch of random shit. Like she bought the mask, but she didn't have money. I did comment on that. So where is it? It'd be here. Kate needed the money. But we don't have the breakage. Unless maybe we do. Hold on, wait. Broken pub window. See, that's tough. Knows about the pub window. Huh. I mean, I know what they want, right? That's really weird. I mean, this is already its own situation. I mean, I guess visited the pub and knows about the window, but that's not... That's kind of how we got here. Huh, I know, you guys know, like, it's so suspicious. And I already kind of had that hunch, but... Had a drink problem. Didn't see Kate is interesting. I guess that's a contradiction. Hold on. This can die for a second. Didn't see Kate. But, yeah, that. Okay, well. Maybe that's in the character of what I already did. So what? So, I mean, I am curious about this. Why is she buying mirrors? Thanks, James. It's creepy. None of those. None of those. I mean, it must be this, right? But visited the pub on Monday night with a friend. She hates spirits, dude. I'm so concerned about that. Shit. Box of bottles, bicycle. There might be something here eventually, but that's not been an issue yet. I mean, we already tried this. What did the chief say? He just said it doesn't add up? I agree it doesn't add up, but I'm trying to figure out how these little info cards are going to turn into a contradiction. God. Oh, golly. Oh, Kate bought lots of new jewelry. I either thought that and didn't go for it, or just didn't even announce it. It was in there for a brief moment. Hold on. Ah!
Aha. So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewelry and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Shit.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Yeah, but like, for real, for real. Like, wait a minute. Okay, well, first of all, here's something that we already have reason to be sus about. She did go to an Atlas seminar. Oh god, where would that have ended up? Is that in the argument? But has never met Ryan. Mm-hmm.
Aha. You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas.
This
you never met him?
girl.
Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn it back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Of course.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
Ooh. Shit, dude.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
I agree. Damn, okay. Huh. I kind of believe her at the risk of, like, being overly confident. She seemed kind of honest about that. Boy, I don't know. Well, we definitely need a patrol. We know where Ryan's office is. We also know where his house is, so I don't know which way to go that's technically the wrong way. I guess we'll just start this way. Maybe we'll go all the way down, then we'll double back. I could ask what he knows about that, but I bet he's not important right now, actually. This music is popping off, but y'all will never know. Being really casual about it. Alright. Still nothing? I wonder what this is about, 'cause I got no new things. Ugh. That's gonna drive me up the wall. Okay, right. And I don't... Yeah, I don't need to go behind the pub again until I find a light. Nothing over here still. I could go talk to Simon and Emma, but I feel like I should probably just talk to Ryan immediately, because he'll probably give me new stuff to talk to them with, so eh. And it's 7 p.m. now, too, so it's officially inappropriate. Ooh. I love finding guys in the woods.
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student.
What?
Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam something. Or sod.
Who the hell are you? Okay, bye.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station, find out a bit more about this Liam.
Yeah. Huh?
Hello,
Really?
DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Alright, Jax, I thought you clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Blimey, you've got your work cut out, Jexy.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Right, well, good luck with that. See you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
Genuinely thanks, Mike. How did we not catch that? Yeah, the fuck? Okay, well, that's a whole new can of worms. I just keep finding drunks in the woods. I was already trying to walk that way. There's no right answer either, so I'm gonna carry on with my plan because, I don't know. I'm gonna go here, I guess, again. Christ. That's so funny. I just like that they had the audacity to do it 2 times. I need to be a drunk in the woods, actually. I'd love to provide context clues to random detectives while being stoned or drunk. Why not? Oh my god.
You mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You gonna give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Pathetic.
How dare you? Step off. Wow. Rock on, brother. I really thought that'd be a heart. And Jinx respected it
What a
too.
prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Yeah? Really? I'm so ready to go around doing this at people. Wow, the woods are full of exciting things. I just need to go for more hikes, I think. God, the journey we took to get here, man. I really thought I was just being silly by walking, but damn. Okay, well, we'll do the atrium first. Oh no, just kidding. We'll do the other thing that's not the office. Yeah. I like that it says try the door. I'm gonna walk in on some cult shit. Okay, well, this looks how it looked before. I'm like trying to think. The drunk implied that these guys drown people in a ritualistic kind of way. But that would be too easy. Right? I guess we have to talk to him to even begin to know. Bitch, you here? Hey!
Yes. Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that alright?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
I got right up in his personal space. Oh, and he's not happy. The fuck is with your decor?
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really? Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
That dude is so sketchy. It's the eye contact, it's the hint of sass. Oh my god. Alright, well, I mean, we just gotta go down the list with you.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day. Benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined, about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
The vibes are so Astarian. I can't get over it. It's like too loud for me to possibly not say. I kind of love that for him. I mean, so far that checks out. That's fine. Saw her at the meeting on Friday. She was drunk, which we kind of know from other people. 3 months ago. Enjoyed the course, appeared happy. I mean, if she was trying to... If she killed herself... Well, we'll get there. I have. Surely.
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
I mean, fair enough, dude. No one's seen that except for your wife, who's clearly seen that, but I can't ask her about it, so it's fine. Dropped key. I mean, that does belong to one of his properties, but it's fine. Alright. Yeah. Why? Okay.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
He said he didn't drive. But what a non-starter that shit is. Okay. Wouldn't know about that. Fair enough. Do you know about his homebrew?
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
I can see why this guy is married to the woman that he's married to. They both have the same mannerisms and just kind of general seedy vibe. I like it for them, despite the affair. What about this, then?
Know what this is?
Yes, it's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Can we talk about rich people wearing freedom from the chains of your ancestry? And specifically rich white people right now? Can we talk about the fact that you should probably deal with those chains? That's a little fucking crazy coming from you, my guy. Ah, you just lost a lot of points. It's fine. I like your sassy vibe, but, I mean, it won't save you from that bullshit. Also weird because the lady... Oh, just kidding. The affair. The lady who'd said she'd never been here had this, but then they did, so it's fine. He probably would know from her. Okay, right. Back to this, because we just did that. Yep.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
I mean, maybe this. Maybe he's the one I can get with the tape. I guess we'll try it just real quick. Yeah, and then we'll just go back to it. Because I'm just, it's bothering me like you would not believe. Fine. Okay. Well, then we go to this.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Well, then why weren't you here? It's contradictions. I can't do that, but I would. Leaves for Atlas at 6. I mean, yeah, the only thing I have is that you weren't fucking here, but you're here now, so that kind of checks out. So excited, guys. You guys ready?
Can you tell me about this?
Beautiful.
Haven't seen that for a while. I had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess. The mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we've dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Well, clearly you do, because it's on one of your course-sanctioned masks. But also, stop borrowing from cultures that aren't yours. I'm such a sniper now. He triggered me one time, and now I'm just gonna get him for everything. That's weird. I mean, also I caught the fuck out of this, by the way. We'll get there. Huh. Triple goddess, not a symbol used on... It's also his. Like, it was in your goddamn pub that I stole it from. But, I mean... Okay. Is the symbol on here? I mean, this is on here. But that's different.
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks?
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole
it. Being charming can't make me forgive you, but that was pretty charming. Interesting. I mean, I guess, yeah, that's fine. Very first poster, I assume he means, like, the design and not this literal one, because it'd be weird if Simon had the very, very first. Name picked randomly? That's not even what he said. Designed by an agency. I think that corresponds with what Rebecca said. Eesh, I don't know. Doesn't know about that, but he might know about this. But bam.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates. Witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
You're so weird. Oh my god, I love him too. I mean, you know, as a person consuming fictional media. Ugh, what a weird guy. Already there's kind of a weird, I mean, I guess doesn't believe in anything supernatural is different from like knows too much about a pagan symbol. That those things aren't inherently connected. Huh. Okay, that's fine. I always wonder about too, like charming businessmen who are also like secret little nerds. It's like, wow, you really adapted. You really learned how to mask, but like prime. I don't know. It's like a shame, but it's also kind of impressive. Ah, well, let's get to this then.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, when I say know him, I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
You keep doing that. You keep saying people seemed happy and then they die. Also, he was on your course, wasn't it? Well, I guess the drunk kind of implied that he was. All right, let's rock on, motherfucker.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean, exactly.
Okay, so not that kind of dork. What the hell? That was a weird vibe. That was delightful. Okay, I mean, Liam seemed happy. Kate seemed happy. That's nothing, but like, you gotta stop saying these now dead people seemed happy. Yeah, I mean, fine. Interesting. I mean, I could say he knows what this is, but then he doesn't do that. Okay. Yeah, that's not a contradiction. It's a reach is what it is. I don't know. I mean, she was drunk all the time. But he didn't think she had problems. I mean, I guess he's just kind of oblivious. That would track. License, we don't know. The bike. That can't possibly attach to anything. Oops. Okay. It hasn't tried the homebrew. Yeah. This is not helpful. I mean, I guess if I can pin him at the pub later or anywhere else, but that doesn't matter right now. I could try this, actually. Made by a friend who died. That was my first instinct. Just double checking everything else as I go to... Used to read... Oh, but he doesn't know that's satanic. Okay, we'll hit that in a second. Had heard about that? Those two aren't the same guy, pal? Okay, okay, fine. Where is it? Where is it? Scrying Mirror. Used to read about that, but doesn't know this? Okay, doesn't know about that, but used to read about that? Huh. Really? But you knew stuff. Okay. There has to be something already, because there's just too much going on for that to... But then, I guess it doesn't... It seems obvious. I guess we have to maybe see if Liam was on the course. There could be more. Alright, alright. I'll leave you alone for now, sir.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Not because I want a frowny face. Damn, he's the sketchiest guy so far. But, you know, in these things, it can never be the sketchiest guy. The guy you most suspect. And I probably shouldn't bother walking this. I bet it's per hour. I bet that I do this once an hour and I'll get literally everyone who's inebriated in the entire place. And then I'm good from there. But hey, I'm learning my way around. Now I'm not, though. Uh-oh. The path ends. That's it, huh? Yep. Okay. And now this way. And we'll go pester them. Because y'all gotta know some shit.
There you go. Come on. Cute.
Are you cooking? Was he wearing that before? He looks slightly displeased.
Smells nice. What is that? Chili pork. I have no idea you were a cook.
Oh no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. I used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No. At the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
Okay, well, that reignites my desire to find what he's growing. But that's neither here nor there. I guess I have nothing except for these things. And that didn't give me, like, a thing either, so I can't circle back to criticize the James shit. So I guess I won't try for that.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam. Yeah, I heard about him.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Okay. Well, that's nothing then. What about this?
If I did, this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right. Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
That is really weird. That is really weird. He got very animated about that, but also the guilt premise? That's flawed as all high shit. I can tell you one good reason. It creates social behavior in human beings so that they can create society and rely upon each other. If you are predisposed to ignore that camaraderie, that community, that might say something about you, my guy. I don't like that very much. I mean, he's shown empathy, he's been kind. I can't say that he doesn't have that in him, though. But the guilt thing's fucked up. I don't know, dude. Okay, Kyle, right. I wonder if we can talk to him. Believes guilt doesn't serve. I wanna fight you on that, but it's so not helpful. Also, I noticed 3 freedoms and 3 mothers. 3 what was it? I don't know. They're doing a lot of 3 shit, which doesn't again mean anything, but I mean, that was all about freedom too. None of this. He probably might know about that, but I guess that's this. These things are the same. God, there's so much now. Claims he hardly visits the pub. I mean, fine. I'm just double checking. I'm just being very thorough now, if I can be. Doesn't see James very often. See, I can't do anything with that. He used to, but he told us that, so. And the bike, I can't raise that issue because the two of them can't, like, I can't cross-reference. Okay then, well, I'll go to Emma.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Girl, stuff got different, alright? I want to stop grilling her, though, because I actually believed her a little bit, and, like, I don't know, I got her 3 different times. I'm like, feeling...
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Are you lying? I can't trust her anymore. And the way she talks is just so sketchy now. Alright, well, rock on.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay, thanks.
Hot take. Let more main characters be jovial and ridiculous. Like, we're all about dignity and ego and like, I'm the toughest man in the room for our main characters nowadays. Fuck that. I love this goofball. I would die for him because he's a goofball. Just pointing that out. This is fine. I didn't pay a lot of attention to her answer, to be honest. Alright.
Do you know the phrase, free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Oh, shit. Did you hear his animated shouting at me? He shouted at me, dude. I mean, okay. Well, that doesn't help. I mean, unless she's trash talk Simon or something, but she hasn't really. We got the homebrew and we got his bicycle, which is somewhere. There it is. That's nothing. That's so nothing. Well, shit. That could be nothing. This could all be... Maybe I'm in the wrong town to try and find the discrepancy. I mean, she's pretty safe anyway, because again, we did get
Okay,
the 3
that's
times.
it for now. Thank you.
Okay then. Moving on. Yeah. Back to the pub. But also I'm gonna go down here. Okay. I'm letting my id drive a little bit because you never know. And I would go back there. I don't think there's any reason though. Unless someone's gone in here and dropped a flashlight or something. But, I mean, why would they? It's a big just in case. Yeah. Okay. Had to visually scan that. Alright then, back round here. Into the pub. Oh, you know the restaurant I haven't checked yet. Anything? It's dinner time. No? Nary a ting? There's lavatories, I can't go in there. None of this would matter. I mean, yeah, no. I could run around like a madman with a mask on, but that seems not necessary. Okay, fine. Talk to your husband, lady.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
What do you know about this?
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Okay, we don't have any other Liam things, so I guess that's good in narrowing our, like, range from all this.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why, is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
Unless she drops some bombs about this, that would be a contradiction.
Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
You mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
I mean, that's, yeah, the little things. That's the problem with all these, again, self-helpy things and any kind of like bright line policy on life. Like, you need discrepancy. That's what the law is all about, is the ability to say, you know, in a really discretionary sense, like, human lives are so complicated that we simply cannot, like, put them in bright line rules. We'll try. We'll do it sometimes for practical reasons. But, like, obviously, there are things you should feel guilty about, like hurting a person or, you know, an affair. There are things that you've done that are clearly wrong, and you should not do them again, and guilt will teach you. And then there's things that, like, you shouldn't feel guilty about at all, like existing in a public space when you're neurodivergent. Right, but you do, but you shouldn't. But even then, there's kind of a purpose, because if everybody was polite in the way that refrained from disturbing others, we have a good society. So we all think about to what degree we can be obnoxious in public, but then public needs to allow for difference. You know what I mean? Like, it's very complicated. So, I mean, fair enough. I guess the philosophy is less important. It's more how they answer. Because if you feel no guilt, then theoretically you could be capable of murder. But then you're telling on yourself. Plenty of murderers feel guilt. I don't know. But anyway, knows about the phrase but doesn't know the symbol. I thought for a minute. Let's try the other one. Oh, that's nothing. Well, yeah, fair enough. I mean, was in a band called Blackstone. I don't know. None of this. Let's go to the other guy.
Probably be back later.
I feel like, because last time we got like one thing and then we got another thing and then we came back to everybody and began to find discrepancies. I think we need more things. So I'm just going to keep trying until we find stuff like that. And I got to do my little walkie poo. You know how it is. Alright. Get them steps in. Down this way. Oh yeah, we can go back there too. I'm gonna hit this because it's a dead end usually. Okay, it's so weird that some things let you click a little. Like, who dat? Why can't I? Whatever. I am distracted. Yeah. And then we go around. Maybe this is also a thing that we can find. I probably should have gone to this location first.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Okay, I'm gonna peek in this again. I don't expect to find anything. Nope. And there's nothing I could use here, right? I couldn't use the mirror. No. Or the screwdriver. I mean, there's nothing. I'm gonna call it there. Let's head up this way. Look at me go. I don't know what gives me the right. This is all interesting, but it's also nothing. Okay. Gotta be, right? Is that fucking mint?
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
I'm so depressed. Come on now. You got some fucking illicit mint plants growing in your greenhouse? Also, like, what a poor use of a greenhouse generally. I mean, there's all this. But I guess I ain't going back there. Wow. Truly devastating. And this, like, I mean, and he had... Whatever. You be perfectly legal, sure. Wouldn't matter anyway, I'm trespassing. I just wanted some scandal in my life. That's down here. Right. Such a pretty little walk. I'd live here.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Okay. What the heck? I mean, maybe this is fun, but it came off like a mint plant. I'm still not convinced.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
I really thought y'all would be in a band together, based solely on stereotypes, because you wear all black and you like scrying. And I was wrong, so fair enough. Fucking Liam who died. How dare they?
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Okay. Also, like, their answers are so weird, right? Like, what he just said implies that both Jenks and Ryan live under a fucking rock, because, like, of course, right? Huh. Okay, well, it still checks out. I was hoping he'd be like, I was in a band, and so still on that. I want that to be true.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
That just hit a verbal stim itch in the very back of my brain. And I don't know what it is. Everybody's free to be free. Actually, I think I said it as a kid once. That's totally nothing. God. You'd think I'd be tripping,
Tell
but
me
it's
what
just me.
these are, please. I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I
knew
heard
that.
you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
I mean, wow, that's the least sketchy that could have possibly been. I'm so pleased that I knew what that was. I really don't know most herbs, but I know mint, because I like smelling it. Okay, well where would that even be? We're really gonna hit a dead end here. Simon's homebrew, that's nothing. I mean, he never said he didn't cook, and he never, I mean, I saw him with the pipe, but that's fine. He'd be smoking mint, I don't care. Huh. I guess hasn't seen anyone using the symbol is weird. I'm just gonna hold on to it while I check this out. That's nothing, though. There, again, no inherent connection between these things. I'll be stupid and try it. Yeah, no. And then another thing, what? The mask? Doesn't recognize that. Yeah. Boy. Degree in plant science? That's nothing. I mean, I guess, what? That tracks. I don't know. Liam's here. We don't know what course Liam was on, so fine. I mean, I guess you check out too. Now I'm getting nervous. I guess we did get something new, though.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
One of y'all's gotta tell me who done it. If indeed anybody done it, man. Okay, then. I'll just take this bag of mint elsewhere. And I still need that flashlight, too. That's troubling me greatly. Hey girl, hey.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
I got a bag of mints. Do you want to tell me about them?
Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Well, that's probably a contradiction, is to tell him, like, shit, this is a drug. Also, rip. What was once pride is now feeling attacked. I don't know that. I know what that'd be look like. It looks like mint, because it probably was a mint plant that they used for the film, alright? Ugh, okay. This might be something. None of these will matter, because she told us that, but this might be something, because she... Is there something like this? Doesn't... See, that's nothing. None of that will matter then. Oh, I guess I could check these things. Okay, no. Hub window, whatever. That's nothing to do with what we're just talking about. That's nothing. Okay, fine. Fine. She's not. Everybody else said they do. Alcohol here. Do drink alcohol. Okay, well that's good. That's something.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Thanks, lady. Have we caught her yet? Oh, we did, I guess, on the window, huh? I'm back. You're growing drugs. Finally. I thought you were, and it's fine. That's not why I'm here.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Hey. Drugs.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that? Skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of Salvia?
No.
Why are you doing this? Why are you like this? Doesn't know much about plants, my tasty little butt. Where is it? Plant science, man.
Aha. So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of Salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it?
Yeah, it's legal. Why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later.
It's
the only
okay.
drug he grows. I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
I mean, yeah. Of course, as a front, or just to pair them up. But that's neither here nor there. I'm making myself sound real sketchy. I'm not. I know how life be. Okay, well, there was one thing that I definitely... That's not it. We're here. Uses it for meditation, but doesn't scry anymore? Makes the mirrors for others, right? Okay, well, fine. And then another thing was, for private use, but then, where's the homebrew? Herbal tea. Hey.
Aha.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew.
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. If you don't know about Third Eye, you know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Like objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. That's why I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
Well, just obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. You know, I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented. You can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah?
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
Maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Oh my god, that just wrecked me. There was so much there. First of all, okay, part of me was thinking, and that's why I chuckled a few times, is like, this guy, at least, what, James said that he might be a little, you know, unique in the perception, and might believe some things that maybe don't find themselves particularly grounded in reality. That could be true, but this is a little sketchy, especially with that. And if Third Eye was Atlas, that's really sketchy. And Liam, if Liam's the friend of Ryan who died last year, who made the mask with this on it, maybe Liam was part of Third Eye. Ryan had that as a holdover, and there's the link. So that's all interesting. Even if this guy's a little nuts, he's probably right, at least on that front. Because, I mean, there is a very conspiracy vibe going on in this town, even before he went and did all that. Also, something I thought of. Guy pulls that story out on a first date. Do you go back for seconds? My thought is yes. Because at least he shows compassion for human beings, right? He's worried. He cares. Green flags. The bar's in hell, but like, whatever. If you disagree, please bring me back from the void that I am in. Okay. I mean, boy, I was just trying to ask about Salvia, I'm pretty sure. Okay, never went. These are all true. Sold Salvia to Liam. I mean, I could say like you, but we already kind of, whatever. Yeah, met Liam. Good. I mean, I guess heard, but he heard that happened after that happened. That still tracks. I mean, I guess I could try it because it's literally a contradiction, but I don't think that that's what they're, and there's nothing more. Yeah. Okay. Huh. That's another thought I had. I think we're done here, so I'll just talk and walk. For now.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
But another thought that I had is, like, he might be off his rocker a little bit, and that's kind of what self-help shit does anyway, right? Like, we're gonna take some young, enthusiastic kids and tell them how to think, and then we'll pair them up with older mentors, who will hopefully be kind to them and help them get employed, which is something they desperately need, especially when it's college kids, because they're already in debt. And these older people, you know, will just be how they are. It's already kind of, not slavery, obviously, but kind of like we are training them up so you guys can onboard them into your companies, and then they'll be dependent on you and they'll follow your way of life. Maybe I'm off my rocker, entirely possible. But, you know, I can see how a man with some sort of delusional bent might characterize that in that way.
Ask about a few more things, please.
It's one of those weird things about, like, the truth being objective and also subjective. Okay, just this, right.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
I fully believe that guy grows cannabis. But that's neither here nor there. That's not a hallucinogenic, so actually the salvia is worse. As far as his delusions go, anyway. I mean, to cast spells in the woods. Can you just picture that, man? I love that for him. I mean, no truth to the flyer. I mean, I guess I can try to hit it with this. But I don't... Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say anything like doesn't know that symbol, and she hasn't said that anywhere else. Maybe the poster? Poster was designed last year? That's still nothing. I bet it's not her. She's so far been like a little like midway person. She gives us stuff to use, but she hasn't been too contradictory. Which also makes her the least suspicious right now, which is, you know, always itself suspicious. Whatever. But you never know. Alright guys, I'm back. Is that chili done? Because I want it.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Oh god, it's been a minute, huh? Hey, check this out.
Know what these are? No.
You guys are cute for that.
Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Sage is what I thought too, because I'm also innocent. I am, though. I'm just giving myself shit, and it sounds really bad. Alright, hasn't seen the leaves before. Where's your homebrew? Just kidding. What the hell? You know what it is. Does he talk about herbal tea at all? There's a part where he talks more about James. And it's not even here either. Damn it. Kate stuff. This is where I want my Control F in action. His cousin. Doesn't see James very often. That's not a direct contradiction. Kate's argument. We'll get to this. Oh yeah. I mean, none of that contradicts that either. I guess maybe it's probably this. That, yeah.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Salvia Divinorum?
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Okay. I don't know why that was sketchy to me. Alright, well. So you've tried it. So you know what they look like. Oh, come on. Just let me have this. And we don't know. I mean, the homebrew. But that's still nothing, right? Oops. I forget his is in a different place. In fact, you know, it was only James that said there was a trade. So, I guess that's nothing. Okay, fine. I mean, even though those things are contradictory, but whatever. I guess maybe he got it in T format. I don't know.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? Third Eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be this then. Where there? I was right. I was looking at it, but I was reading everything else. So you might know? You know James made it. That's so... Really? He said so many Atlas-y things, but it's true that he could have been onboarded after that, and so he just truly doesn't. Right? Because he joined Atlas like a minute ago? I guess he said, what? He said he only knew her for 3 months when he and they, or she, I don't know. Actually don't know which one of them started 3 months ago. Huh. But that's probably fine. And what did you say about Liam? Just that you heard about him? This would track with what he said about James, too. Yeah, that's pretty much nothing. Well, shit.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Hey, where did we leave off? Do you know about this mint?
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
That was a little catty. That's nothing. But, I mean, thanks. I already found that, though. It's salvia.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Okay. Never taken illegal. We don't know anything about that either. Huh. Also, it occurs to me that just because you know of the word salvia doesn't mean you recognize it, which is literally true of me, despite appearances. So, fair enough. And that does track, because she doesn't take illegal substances. She doesn't like that. So fine.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
I mean, okay. Well, at college last year. I mean, she was at college last year. Which also means Kate probably saw it, but that... I can't imagine that is anything. Not that, none of that. She gave me that, so her thing's actually here. That's nothing. Didn't know Liam. Yeah, I've got nothing there. And she doesn't even talk about James either. That might be the first time she's mentioned him. Which is butts. Alright, fine.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
We'll give Ryan a try, because that must be where it is. And we'll take the wood. Actually, we don't have to take the woods, because we took the woods so many times. Take me to Atlas. Instant gratification. Thank you very much. Ryan, I got so many questions for your flippant little booty. Talk to me. There he is.
A few more questions, please.
Okay, so much has happened, my guy. Sure.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Oh, speaking of psychology, I want so badly to be in his therapy sessions. I just have a hunch. But also, like, none of that is grounded in psychology for their fucking record. That's so... It's like, it's maybe cognitive behavioral, if you're trying to base it, but, like, that's not... The idea that, like, you can just stop is already ridiculous for anyone who's either been to therapy or practiced it. But, whatever. I hate... It does annoy me, though. You gotta watch out for these fucking people pretending that they know how to live life because they have a basic degree in some stupid shit. Like, I mean, respect your people with degrees, but, like, I have a degree in communications. That does not mean I'm allowed to tell, like, younger people than me how to live, and especially people who are maybe emotionally unstable and leaning on, like, occult practices that I've plagiarized from other it's just, this is all silly. Guard yourself against nonsense like this. Okay. Ryan invented the phrase. That might be a discrepancy. I didn't clock the origin. But it's not a hard phrase to invent. I did in my childhood. I now recall. It was like a home video where I was trying to explain my kindergarten graduation, and I was like, as the gates open, everybody's free to run free. If I did it, Ryan gets nothing for that. Okay. Phrase invented, sure. Some background in psych. Oh! You know what? He is Captain Oblivious, though. How you going to... We'll do Liam and her. Because that's kind of buck wild, my dude. Hadn't suspect. Yeah. Wouldn't you know? What? Oh, come on. That is a contradiction. I'll stand by that. Maybe it's this one. Probably it's not, though, because, you know, I just can't win. Ah. Come. What? Fine. Let's ask about these leaves.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Still want to be in his therapy sessions. I don't know why. Like, you hate mess, but you're all mess. Oh, Jesus. All right. Drugs?
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant, a legal one, at least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
What? That's all weird. Medicines, maybe that's a British thing. Like, to what degree do you not allow medicines? But also, like, it's college students. Most assuredly, they have brought drugs at some point, if only by accident. It's a bold claim to try and say, like, no, certainly not, right? That's weird. That's sketchy. It'd be easy enough to say they're young. And then also, alcohol goes right to fucking here, right? Yeah. What the hell? Really? She was drunk. And you just done told me with your mouth face that you don't... Oi. What are you talking about? Why would you do that to me? I feel gaslit. No. Okay, fine.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about third eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
Sorry.
My guy, it was in this hour I really get around that you told me that you knew that. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? If this doesn't do it, I'm gonna just walk away. Thank God.
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask, then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about third eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Yeah. Never came in. I mean, there's already... There's too many different paths that my brain is chewing on. First of all, that his friend designed the mask with the symbol. Maybe it's that. Where's that? Mask made by a friend? See, you know what I'm getting at? Symbol not used on the cores. That would make sense because it's third eye, but that's your mask with the symbol of, and you're saying... He really didn't answer the discrepancy. That's what's annoying about it. Huh. Did he didn't say they were, like, in Village Hall or some crazy thing that I never... Whoa! Ha!
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase, free to be free, while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Well, yeah.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye?
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye?
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. There was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. I thought that was an end to it. But then James and his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down. Buy a new place. Rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing?
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector. Hello.
That's your fucking ringtone?
I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
Oh my god. Look at this happening right now.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac. You do now.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, but I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No,
need...
that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my
Wow, Paul certainly doesn't take any
God.
prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Jesus Christ. That was so intense. Like, already what Ryan was saying was really intense, but then we fucking got here. I made that crack about his therapy appointments, but, like, now I'm like, I want to make sure he gets into them, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. No way Ryan's doing anything wrong. That has changed my opinion entirely. I mean, and I would say it's the dad, but we can't say that yet. We have to interrogate him. Which, fucking fair enough. Oh my god, that energy, dude. Well, we reached the next hour. It has been my intention to wrap up. So I think I'm going to, because I'm trying to keep this fenced in. As much as it hurts me, I'm having a great time, and I don't want to make you guys wait, but, like, we're gonna have to. Because I also just have to go, like, do some self-care. Damn. Ugh, I'm freaking out. Well, I guess I have no more to say. I love this game. These actors are also really good. The way that Ryan's actor went from, like, jovial Astarian type person to, like, actively mad at dad, but, like, trying to facilitate a conversation, like, that was pretty well done. Props for that. But yeah, gonna wrap up here, and maybe the next one we'll just go straight through, because I mean, it seems like we're getting pretty damn far. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.